So let's review the Thursday 8th of August. This is already on Wednesday's close, so weekly time frame, we know euro dollar. We've maintained this bullish order flow. We've come into these buy side liquidity, taking liquidity out. We've also held this imbalance right here on the weekly time frame, which is clearer on the daily time frame if we go down. So yeah, we have, so since Monday we came into this equal highs right here below those fair value gaps. Very strong fair value gaps, by the way. That imbalance started the year, so this was the 1st of January, 2nd of January, and since then price has just been slowly making its way all the way down to this level, and then it's pretty much come back into the the start of the year. So yeah, we took out liquidity above that, which is a strong zone to go short if you found any opportunities. And since then we've been consolidating sideways. You can see inside bar on Tuesday and Wednesday. So going into Thursday, essentially we've got external liquidity taken out. Ideally internal liquidity is right here below this level at this daily time frame fair value gap start, which price can come down into and find support. Obviously right now I don't really have much prediction, but by the way, price is, by the looks of how price is moving, essentially opened, come down, and then making its way back up. I would assume, well, my prediction would be either price is going to pull back and then go back and then continue higher and then eventually come back down again. I don't know, it's just a prediction. So yeah, so today I expect, well, my prediction is price can come down to that level. We also had this gap that price has been holding for the last few days, which is annoying because it's getting in the way. Anyway, we rejected the equal high, also a buy side liquidity at a very key level. So, and it started a bullish run on the 240 time frame. As you can see, this is the bearish fair value gap that price came into. We pulled back into the fair value gap once, took out liquidity, and then since then we've been consolidating, and then we come back again and took out liquidity one more time on Thursday morning. However, as we can see, price pulled down, held this fair value gap, held this daily time frame gap. So ideally I should wait for price to come into at least this 50% mark to look for any shorting opportunities. However, I'm stupid at times, and I saw this liquidity grab and I took a short here. So I took this short. Oh yeah, after seeing this Asian session, you know, price taking out Asian sessions and then starting to drop lower, I was like, yep, that's an entry. We had a fair value gap here and then another fair value gap right here, and then I took a short as soon as I woke up. When I saw that fair value gap being held, why did I take a short? I think, yeah, it was right down to at that level. Pretty stupid trade. So yeah, I took a short there, and then what price does is just goes up into that 50% mark, which is exactly something I was predicting. We also have the 60-minute fair value gap right there. The price comes into, holds, you know, it holds, at 10 o'clock it drops. This is essentially the market structure shift that I need. And then we get a fair value gap, bearish fair value gap right there. And then honestly, entry could have been anywhere along these levels right there, with stops above this fair value gaps, and then targets at these lows to start off with, and then down to this low. Or even you could wait for the order block and then enter there. The lower time frame, it didn't really have much chance to enter because price just drops during the unemployment claims news release, and then it just continues lower, and then all the way down to the initial prediction. Yep, price comes down to there. Also, if I was going to go long, this is a good area, which I went long in one of my accounts. So yeah, instead of going long there at the start of the daily time frame fair value gap, ideally I want to see it tap into some kind of fair value gap below that level, and it comes down there, essentially displaces with bullish imbalance. And I took a trade right here after price closed above the daily time frame fair value gap and held that level, and I think I got out around here. It's because it's a This is a strong momentum coming down. However, personal experience, move like this, price could pull deeper, especially when you see it on the 4-hour time frame. And then, yeah, it continues to go higher. So that could have been extended until at least this fair value gap for a 3 to 1. Anyway, the main lesson from here is, from this week, euro dollar, for me personally, is the fact that, yes, price came into this fair value gap to start off with on Monday, on Tuesday, with a bearish order flow, right? It's a good sign. Could have gone short here at this start, but there's not really any trading opportunities for me there. But once price held this bearish fair value gap, came down, failed to displace and close below or reach the drawn liquidity, and then it starts to pull back, ideally when it pulls back, it wants to pull back into a stronger POI, because it's already held this level once. Doesn't matter if it comes back and takes out liquidity off that level, it's still attracted to the stronger level, which is either this 50% mark or the entire fair value gap. Ideally not the entire fair value gap, because you want that order flow to be maintained, especially if we took out this major buy side liquidity and we expect price to continue lower. Anyway, yeah, so it does come into that 50% and then it drops on the 1-hour time frame with a fair value gap first, which provides an opportunity to go short, and then it tanks.